Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I turned these too tight joggers that I just couldn't fit anymore into this adorable, sexy two-piece set. It's very easy, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was lay the joggers out flat, and I took a tube top that I loved and I decided how long I wanted my skirt to be and how long I wanted my sleeves to be. Took my chalk and I marked those out in the middle of the pants. I then went ahead and cut those pieces out. Once I got them cut out, I'm left with a pair of shorts for the top. So what I did was I turned those on the side and I cut up the crotch area where they're sewed together to make them into shorts. So once you cut down that middle area there, it'll turn into a skirt. You'll have some weird funky pieces once you cut that, but you can just pin those down a certain way and they'll turn into a skirt. For some reason, the pockets on these joggers were sewed down to where you couldn't use them as pockets. So I went ahead and seam ripped those open. That way I could have usable pockets. For the sleeves, I went ahead and cut where I measured earlier on. And you'll see here me sliding it up my arm just to make sure that it fits the way I need it to fit, which it was perfect. Then I went ahead and moved on to my top, which was the middle pieces that I marked out earlier using my favorite bandeau top. Went ahead and cut those down the seam so that I could have one flowing piece. Well, two flowing pieces once I cut both of them open. I then laid those two pieces right sides together and I went ahead and pinned those down so that it would be easier to sew once I took it to my sewing machine. I then took them over to my sewing machine and I sewed them down on both sides, which gave me a bandeau top. I then went ahead and added a simple hem around the top and the bottom. And I did the same thing for my sleeves. I just turned them inside out and added a hem at the bottom of the sleeves, just so I wouldn't have any raw edges, which is pretty easy to do. You just pin those down and then you sew right across them. Easy peasy. And as you can see here, I have it hemmed and it looks great. The last thing you need to do for the top is attach the sleeves to the side seams of the crop top, which is pretty simple to do. You just take where the elastic is, which was previously the bottom of the joggers, and you attach them together and you sew them right down. I chose to do a hand sew because I didn't think that my machine could handle the thickness of the elastic plus the hem of the top. So I just did a quick regular basic stitch across the top of the sleeve and the top hem of the top. Easy peasy. And here's the top done. It looks pretty great. I ended up having to cut the back open because it didn't fit me the way that I needed to, and I didn't get that recorded. So sorry. As for the skirt, all I did was take those openings that I made and I stitched right on top of those. I made it to where it fit the seam that was made by the manufacturer and I just sewed right down that, and then I ended up cutting off the excess fabric that I didn't need. And once I got that excess fabric cut off, I just went through on the bottom and I made a hem. That way it could be finished. That way it could have a finished look, which that was very simple to do, just like I did on the sleeves and the top. Here's the finished product. She is gorgeous. She is beautiful. And like I said, I had to end up cutting the back open and I didn't get that recorded. So I do apologize for that. But she is gorgeous and I love this set so much. I'll be wearing it all the time. I have a few other sets of joggers. I'll be doing the same thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for more thrift flips.